and the fuzzy, gangly creature they called the Cookie Monster myth. She raised a finger to her lips and waited until each of her companions nodded their understanding. "Ruh," the Cookie Monster myth said softly and dejectedly, lowering his wild-eyed gaze to the ground. At the sound of the myth's response, an arrow knocked. "Whoa! Hold up! Don't fire!" She locked eyes with Valkius. "He's, She searched for the words but didn't know how to explain the myth. The tall, fuzzy, long-armed creature had hatched from a giant egg laid by Baba Yaga's chicken-legged hut, which sounded unbelievable. She needed Valkius and the rest of his chosen warriors to believe her, to trust her. Maine turned and pointed at the myth. "He's, like a child." Valkius did a double-take. "This fuzzy-skinned creature is the spawn of your loin?" Maine felt like puking. "Whoa, I did not say that." "What is his name?" Valkius asked in a commanding voice. Your spawn has no name?" "He's not my spawn," Maine quickly corrected. "And, his name is Cookie." "Raw!" The myth sounded pleased by his new name. Valkius massaged his temples. "You lot are a strange band of demons. The strangest I have ever seen. But like every other demon we encounter, we shall turn you to ash." The troll leader retrieved a gold-tipped spear from his back and gripped it in both hands, twisting his wrists and flexing his knees and ankles in one fluid motion as he did so. In only a moment, he had shifted from talking mode into "now I'm going to kill you" mode. Maine instinctively set her feet in a defensive stance and raised her hands in case she needed to conjure fireballs. "We are not demons. We don't want to fight you." She tipped her head at the painting and tattoo needle lying beside her, the two items that had created a portal here. "I don't know how demons get here, but we came from Earth, with those two items." She noticed the painting no longer depicted the quaint countryside where they stood. Instead, it was blacked out, and neither object glowed as they had when they'd led them to the cave that enabled a portal to here. Either they had broken, or something was interfering with the portal magic. Was the painting's portal a one-way to this place? That didn't seem right. Wait. The cave had collapsed behind them in the veil, courtesy of chaos. Had chaos trapped them here with the cave's destruction? The thought of being trapped here unnerved her, but not as much as the distrusting look Valkius flashed her and the painting. "Enough with your lies. Now we fight." Faster than Maine would have thought possible, Valkius darted forward with his spear thrust ahead of him. A magic force field surrounded her and her friends an instant before his weapon reached Maine. The spear tip deflected to the side, and the 20 troll soldiers behind Valkius gasped. "Demons with magic? We've never seen this before. Not good." While the soldiers stared with weapons drawn, Sage and Makime stepped forth on either side of Maine with their hands outstretched. They had put up a joint force field around their party. As they nodded at Maine realized that Makime's barbed Haryanago hair was hanging out in front, partially concealing her stepmom's face. That was weird. But maybe her hair got messed up when they passed through the portal. Maine was glad she hadn't decided to come alone to the second nexus. Her fiancé and stepmom were experts at casting magic and had extensive knowledge of arcane rituals and complex spells. Maine could only cast a fireball spell. However, she was an adequate potion maker. Not that she'd be making any here. The thatched hut village at the bottom of the hill probably didn't have modern appliances. Valkius grunted and attempted a few more strikes with his spear, but the force field repelled each attack. "What are you waiting for? Attack him!" the mantle hissed. "I'm not going to fight you," Maine spoke calmly.